As you expose your vulnerabilities, there's a heightened risk of inviting hostility from others. While not everyone will exploit your openness, it's not uncommon for certain individuals to find pleasure in witnessing your distress or actively contributing to your suffering. This sadistic and envious behavior can hinder personal growth in various aspects of life, be it your professional endeavors, social connections, or even within the familial sphere. Hence, cultivating the ability to shield your weaknesses can evolve into a potent skill. Picture yourself as an unyielding mountain amidst turbulent weather. Storms may rage with their thunder, winds may howl, yet the core remains firm, anchored in the bedrock. This scenario captures the essence of silent resilience, a quality we aim to explore. We'll delve into how projecting an outward demeanor unfazed by external challenges can empower you, much like the enduring strength of a mountain. By adopting an attitude of indifference to external turmoil, you aren't negating the existence of the storm. Instead, you're choosing not to be swept away by its chaos, not making it worse than it is, while maintaining awareness of its presence. Let's first explore the pivotal factor that transforms adversity from an insurmountable obstacle into a conquerable challenge. In our social interactions, adversity often arises when someone, often on purpose, disrupts our peace of mind. The critical point here is to avoid becoming a participant in their game. Yielding to the external pressure not only moves you from your grounded position, but also places you exactly where they want you, in a state of conflict with yourself, making you join them in the task of taking you out of balance. While if you maintain yourself calm and collected, despite how much they push, you are on your side, not theirs, and you are the most valuable player. When you engage in their tactics, you inadvertently allow them to manipulate you, instill self-doubt, undermine your confidence, and make you feel inferior. Now, picture a scenario where you resist yielding to this pressure. You maintain your authenticity despite the challenging circumstances, refusing to let these events distort your perception of yourself and your intrinsic value. This doesn't imply becoming an emotionless rock. You will still feel the impact of their words and actions. The key, however, lies in being able to rely on yourself and your abilities to overcome adversity. In this presentation, we'll unravel 7 Stoic principles to achieve a resilient and overcoming mind against social adversities. Join me on this voyage of self-empowerment, where true strength is seen not in the tumultuous winds, but in the unshakable foundation beneath. For the next few minutes, focus on the substance at hand, casting aside the distractions of your daily life, for this can change your relationship to adversity and therefore your life. This journey is about mastering your destiny, emerging strong, confident, and serene amid life's upheavals. Before we begin, I invite you to consider shifting your perspective and seeing hostility as a lesson. In the Stoic philosophy, the challenges presented by uncomfortable scenarios are seen as invaluable opportunities for personal development and transformation. Within the adversity in being disrespected lies an opportunity to refine our interpersonal skills. Remember that external events are neutral. It is our interpretation and response that define their significance. By reframing hostility as a lesson, you can align with the Stoic understanding that adversity is not a hindrance, but a potential avenue for moral and intellectual development. Now let's get on with the principles to deal with these experiences. 1. Keeping calm. The first step is maintaining your composure. External events, according to Stoicism, are neutral in nature. They don't possess inherent emotional weight. It's our perceptions and judgments that assign value to them. Keeping calm involves viewing external events with objectivity, recognizing that our interpretations shape our emotional responses. External opinions, whether praise or criticism, are considered indifferent in Stoicism. Stoics recognize that judgments from others shouldn't define us, that we should define our own perception based on our values, and that our worth is determined by our adherence to virtue, not by the ever-changing opinions of others. By intentionally keeping calm, you can follow the Stoic path of tranquility and navigate life's uncertainties with composure and clear-headed decision-making. 2. Acceptance. By acknowledging the inherent neutrality of external events, one aligns themselves with the cosmic harmony envisioned by Stoic philosophy. Resistance to the inevitable, a futile struggle against the course of nature, is recognized as a source of inner turmoil. The Stoic sage, in contrast, chooses the path of acceptance, embracing what is with a tranquil heart. As Epictetus said, "He is a wise man, who does not grieve for the things that he does not have, but rejoices for those which he has." This means that we should be grateful for what we have instead of worrying for what we lack. In the face of the indifferent nature of external events, Epictetus encourages us to turn our focus inward, to the realm where our agency prevails. The act of choosing acceptance aligns with the Stoic sage's understanding that the true arena of control is internal, where one can foster peace of mind by harmonizing with the universal order. In this alignment with nature, a Stoic finds not only acceptance of all external events, but a source of profound serenity amid the ebb and flow of life. While external events may unfold beyond our influence, our power lies in the manner in which we choose to respond, and this takes us to the next principle. 3. Learn to pause. This is one of the main aspects to avoid getting down to the level of the person disrespecting you, and to show that you won't grant anyone the power to manipulate your emotions and reactions. Seneca once said, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." Stoics believe in the importance of self-control and rationality. They argued that impulsive reactions driven by intense emotions like anger or frustration often lead to poor decisions and unnecessary suffering. When faced with disrespect, the Stoic approach encourages you to avoid reacting impulsively. Instead, take a moment to pause and collect your thoughts. This pause allows you to regain control over your emotions and gives you the opportunity to respond in a more measured and thoughtful manner. By resisting the impulse to react immediately, you can better align your response with Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. This approach often leads to more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions. Rather than succumbing to indignation or retaliation, we can choose responses that exemplify patience, understanding, and ethical conduct. Pausing is a key Stoic strategy to maintain composure and make rational decisions when confronted with hostility, ultimately leading to more positive outcomes and personal growth. 4. Intentional reflection. Intentional reflection, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, gains heightened significance when navigating situations of disrespect. Stoicism encourages individuals not merely to react instinctively to external events, but to intentionally reflect on their impressions, thoughts, and subsequent responses. When faced with disrespect, this Stoic principle offers a profound guide for maintaining composure, fostering self-improvement, and contributing to a more virtuous social environment. Are our immediate reactions colored by ego, pride, or societal expectations? By understanding the genesis of our impressions, we gain insight into our emotional landscape. Intentional reflection involves a conscious examination of the emotions stirred by disrespect. Stoicism teaches that emotions are judgments, and intentional reflection allows us to assess whether our emotional responses align with reason and virtue. 5. Boundaries. When confronted with disrespect, setting and maintaining boundaries becomes a crucial aspect of applying Stoic principles to interpersonal interactions. When Stoic philosophy teaches us to be calm, accept, pause, and reflect, it doesn't mean that you have to let them walk over you. You have to respond accordingly, which doesn't mean reacting emotionally. you can assertively express what behaviors are unacceptable to you while maintaining a focus on reason and virtue. Clarity in communication aligns with the Stoic value of expressing oneself with calm, wisdom, and courage. It takes more courage to make yourself respect by being assertive, precise, and serious in your communication of what you perceived they did wrong, than by lashing out in the heat of the moment. While Stoicism advocates empathy, it also emphasizes self-respect. Setting concrete boundaries in the face of disrespect involves striking a balance between understanding others' perspectives and ensuring that your own dignity is maintained. Stoics navigate this balance with rationality, avoiding undue emotional entanglements. 6. Empathy. The Stoic approach to empathy in the context of disrespect involves understanding the perspectives of others while maintaining inner tranquility, upholding virtues, and navigating social interactions with wisdom. Stoicism encourages individuals to recognize the shared humanity even in the face of disrespect. Empathy begins with the acknowledgement that, despite differences and conflicts, everyone is subject to the human condition. Strive to understand the underlying struggles and motivations that may lead to disrespectful behavior. Marcus Aurelius said, "When people injure you, ask yourself what good or harm they thought would come of it. If you understand that, you'll feel sympathy rather than outrage or anger. So when you find yourself in this situation, aim to understand the emotions and intentions behind disrespectful actions without being excessively disturbed. By maintaining inner calm, you can respond with a rational and measured approach, preventing the escalation of emotional turmoil." Stoics do not allow empathy to compromise their inner strength. Instead, they use empathetic understanding as a means to fortify their own emotional resilience in the face of disrespectful encounters. Stoicism values constructive communication even in the face of disrespect, and empathy becomes a bridge to open dialogue. By empathizing with the feelings or concerns behind disrespectful actions, you can engage in conversations that aim at resolution rather than perpetuating conflict. Stoicism extends the practice of empathy beyond personal boundaries to contribute to a virtuous social environment. By empathizing with the experiences of others, even in disrespectful situations, Stoics strive to create a community where understanding, compassion, and cooperation prevail over hostility. 7. Forgiveness. Stoics understand that holding resentment or anger only disturbs inner tranquility, while forgiving is a conscious choice to release negative emotions and maintain a calm and collected mind, even in the face of disrespectful behavior. Stoicism encourages you to choose virtue over retaliation, to let go of the emotions that weigh you down. Instead of responding to disrespect with vengeance, Stoics choose the higher path of virtuous conduct, recognizing that this choice contributes to personal well-being. In this context, forgiveness is a form of self-care. Stoics understand that holding on to grudges or resentment harms the forgiver more than the forgiven. By letting go of negative emotions associated with being disrespected, you prioritize your own emotional well-being and cultivate resilience. Remember that resentment is easy, forgiveness is hard, and it's a great act of self-love and personal growth. In closing, embracing Stoic principles when confronted with disrespect provides not only a guide for navigating challenging social interactions, but also a pathway to personal growth and inner tranquility. Remember, the Stoic journey is a continuous practice, a deliberate choice to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice. So, as you face moments of disrespect, remember the Stoic path. Keep calm, accept what you cannot change, learn to pause, reflect intentionally, assert your boundaries with dignity, empathize with others, and, when needed, choose the liberating act of forgiveness. The misbehaviors of others will always speak more about them than about you. Don't let them disturb your inner peace and sense of self-worth. Learn to deal with them based on the Stoic principles, gain wisdom from the experience, and move on with what truly matters for you. Never lose sight of that, your goals, ambitions, and highest values. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel so I can keep making content like this. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.